Good afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a spot of chipping out here today. And we're talking about one big thing that I see people branch over, miss out when we're talking about chipping, and that's picking a landing zone. So when they come down, they get around the greens, they're more focused on, right, I get the same club out and I've just got to get it close. They're not thinking about where they're trying to land the ball, they're just trying to get the ball to the hole. And on this one, we've got around about 30 yards, would you say? 29 yards for James, he says, to the green. So we've got to think about what club we need to use first of all. So first of all, here we've got a lot of green to work with, and what I like to do is find a landing zone as close as possible. It's a lot easier to hit something that's closer, something that's flat, and then we can see how the green's going to roll out. If there was a severe slope in the way, we might change that, but on this occasion, we've got all the green to work with, so I'm going to go with my 48. So from here, I'm going to get the ball rolling. So we're thinking about throwing the ball. Where would I want to land that? And that's how I've gone and picked the 48. But when we're up here, we want to think about going, not just picking a spot, not just going, oh, I'm going to try and land it on this old pitch mark. We're going to give ourselves a bigger zone. So I'm going to look to land it anywhere from there. 1, 2, probably 2 good strides, so 2 yards. That landing zone there I'm going to be very confident of hitting. It's a flat area, so I know how it's going to kick on, and then we should be able to get that to release. So in we come here now with the 48, a little bit back in the stance. Good, so just long of the landing zone, did jump a little bit higher, so I could drop down to my pitching wedge, but that's gone to around about 6 feet, which from here would be inside tour average. It was very easy to do that, very effortless. What I see too many people, bit of police training, what I see a lot of people do from there, like James, is hit a 60 degree, try and land it too far, rely on spin. It's very high tariff and the landing zone becomes very small. Here, big landing zone. Give and take, I did miss it very slightly, but I know I can change club, but nice and easy. So now let's go play a different shot from a different angle and see how we would do that, what club we would pick and where we're going to land it. Right, so the second shot we've got here, I've gone a little bit long, I'm over the back of the green here. I've got to go up and over this mound, and we're then landing potentially on a downslope. So we need to think here, are we trying to land the ball on the top? Is that our landing zone? Or can we fly this onto the green? So it very much depends on the conditions. So if it was in the summer, we might want to land it on the top and let it release down. But now in the winter at the moment, where the greens are a little bit more receptive, I'm going to try and land this over the ridge. So as we come up here and have a look, I'll be landing into an upslope here. It might not run out. We've got a down slope. I'm looking at the first flat area being in here. So I'm going to give myself again 1, 2, 3 yards of landing zone. I'd back myself to hit that landing zone. I need a little bit of a higher trajectory, so I'm going to pick the club, which I have, which is 56. So I need a higher trajectory, so I go a little bit more loft. I'm going to make a little bit of a bigger motion, land it in there hopefully, and then it'll run out to the flag. And from here again, tour averages that we're talking about, we're probably looking at, again, anywhere inside 6 feet for the average, well, for the Tour Pro. You know, as an amateur golfer, just getting it onto the green with inside 10 feet, you've got a good chance, or you're going to get out of there. The problem is that you've obviously ended up here in the first place. So, down now. So a little bit short of my landing zone there, maybe by a foot, but that's ran on there. It had loft, it was a little bit higher, didn't come out too low and catch here, and that's gone inside tour average. So you've got to make sure there, guys, we're committing to that shot and we think about the flight. So a lot of people forget about the flight. We want to think, right, do I need a low trajectory, do I need a mid trajectory, or do I need a high trajectory? On the first shot, we needed a low trajectory to get it running out, and we got there into side 6 feet. There we needed a mid to high. It did come out probably more mid, but then it's been able to run out and give myself 2 foot. So picking the shot and thinking about what kind of flight you need, and then relating that to the landing zone. And from there, we're going to be able to get it closer. So the final one we're going to play is everybody's favourite, up and over the bunker, short-sided flag, How would we play that? What would we do? So guys, the short-sided shot, we've missed in the worst place possible. I'm going to show you two different ways of playing this. And the main thing here is thinking about what's the percentage shot, what do we need to do here. I see too many people from here turn this into a bogey, thin it over the back, put it into the bunker, having extra shots for no reason. So from here, obviously, a lot of people go straight to the 60, open it wide up, try and play the full swing, and don't really have any control. And it's very much down to timing then of how we can time that. Can we get that correct, and can it be repeatable? I've gone 56, which is the highest loft in my bag. And if I want to think about playing this one a little bit higher and getting it as close as possible, if we have a look on the other side of the green, we're probably going to have to play it into the upslope and try and take some speed out of it. You'll see here the green slopes away from you. So even if I got a flop shot here and I got it really high, a lot of speed, it's still going to be landing on a downslope and running away. So to get it as close as possible, we would potentially have to look at landing it onto this slope. And for that, if you're trying to be aggressive and you need to get that to win the hole, that is the shot, and I'll show you that now. But that's not going to work most. Oh, James says he'll show you one. That's not going to work really all the time. It's not going to be a consistent shot. We don't know how it's going to react off the slope. We don't know how it's going to react out of the semi-rough. And then as a result, we might have a tricky downhill putt. So let's play that one first and let's see how close we can get that. So, a little bit of loft on there. We're not going to go full swing. I'm going to open it up a little bit more. Try and get it to land just over the bunker. See there? Landed on the downslope, didn't land into the upslope. It was maybe a foot out, and that would have ran all the way to the other side of the green. So I've tried to play it into that slope, but it's very hard to do that without being able to stand here and to hit it about 10 times. So the easiest shot, and the shot we would be looking for, is when you've got a green like this, is finding where the straightest putt is. So I would walk around from here as I've come down to the hole, and I'd be looking at where is the straightest putt. So James will be cream crackered. So where would be the straightest putt? So where would be the uphill putt? And on here I would come on, have a look. The straightest putt I can find would be in this area here. So although I'm not going to take aim straight at the flag, I'm going to look to get my putts here. I'm able to then hit it uphill, be positive, and I've got more chance of holing that because I can be a little bit more aggressive. If I was, for example, here on a slope, we've got a big turning putt, obviously my chances go down. So the percentage of holing that putt are a lot less. So I'm going to play a little bit to the left now. So I'm going to play a little bit to the left, try and find that straight putt. I'm still going to put a little bit of loft. Still with a 56, I've not gone 60. And that might have gone to 30 feet, well 25 feet, but it's uphill now. We can be positive with that putt. I've taken out the trouble. We're going to make sure we get out of here 9 times out of 10 with a 2 putt. And if we can get out of there with a 2 putt, we've limited the damage. We shouldn't have been there in the first place. We're not going to be lucky enough to land it into that bank perfect time and time again. Take your medicine, play to a straight putt. And now James wants to show you that he can play a flop shot. Right, so James is going to show you the high type, and this is a shot we wouldn't want to take on, but we do see this a lot. It's very high risk. James has got my 56. He would go for his 60 normally. But I come out here, and you see there, oh, he wants another go. He thinks he's got it now. He's got his eye in. Oh. Very good shot. He's going again. So from there, James has ended up, let's say, 8 feet. So it's a good shot, but it's took him 2 attempts. Obviously, James plays a lot of golf. Ooh. Not bad, out to 8 feet. But his other one, which he played well, that'll be the first shot he's hit, has gone as close as the one where we've managed to limit the damage. He's now gone for the one into the bank, and that's scuttled on. So guys, James is still going. He will get one close within 6 foot. But guys, there we've shown you 3 different shots there and how you need to pick your landing zone, pick the club for the shot. Sometimes you need to take your medicine, sometimes you just need to play, give yourself a 25 footer, give yourself a putt and try and get out of there. Not very good. Other ones you see there, when I was below the green, we're not trying to land it on the top and land it into rough and let it bobble and run down in the winter. We can carry it further, land it on the green, think about what trajectory you need. And then the first one at the front of the green, we had a lot of green to work with. I'm imagining how I would throw the ball, how it would run out, and then we can pick the club. So take your time to pick your landing zone, think about how you would throw it, what's going to be the percentage shot, and from there guys, hopefully you'll chip it a little bit closer, limit your scores, and lower the handicap. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you again later in the week.